I find songwriting very difficult, and I find honesty in songwriting very hard and out of my reach. And there's something so special to me about writing about not my life. I played it for a friend, and we were sitting in the car, and I was like, whoa.
Wow. Who this about?
Welcome to Off Script with the Hollywood Reporter. I'm Yvonne Orji, and we are here at the Georgian, a historic hotel in Santa Monica, California. Hey, question for you. Have you ever just gotten a song stuck in your head? I mean, this song just makes you want to do a bop, makes you want to groove, it makes you feel so happy, you know? Or maybe it's a song that just really hits you, and then like you're there on the airplane in seat 32B, it's an aisle, and you just start thinking about your ex, and you're like, oh my God, maybe I should call him, but girl, you know you should definitely not call him. You get what I mean, right? All right, well today you are gonna meet 6 amazingly talented songwriters whose music and lyrics have made us feel all of the feels this year while watching some of our favorite movies. So sit back, relax, and get your groove on with Jon Batiste, American Symphony, Billie Eilish, Barbie, Cynthia Erivo, Drift, Dua Lipa, Barbie, Julia Michaels, Wish, and Olivia Rodrigo, The Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. They are on the record, but maybe just a bit off script with the Hollywood Reporter. Take it away, Mesfin.
Thanks, Yvonne. I'm Mesfin Fakadu, and this is Off Script with the Hollywood Reporter, Songwriters Roundtable. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Thank you. I'm so excited that you all could be here. Such a talented group of people. I know some of you know each other. Some are probably just meeting today, maybe. Yeah. Perfect. Well, I wanted to ask, as songwriters, do you remember the first song or lyric you wrote? I don't know how old you were, but want to hear some of that backstory. How about you, Cynthia?
Yeah, I was 16 and I wrote a song called Maybe. I think it was given to like a South African girl group or something.
I mean, I guess the first song that I wrote like on piano proper, I was probably 14 or 15 and I wrote this feminist anthem called Superman, about how I didn't need Superman to come and save me.
That's
you
right.
guys.
Hey.
That's right. Yeah. Start 'em young, so.
On the right track.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, when I think about mine, it was completely different. I was always like making up songs when I was really little, and when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I made up this song. Albanian was my first language, and so I sang it in Albanian, and it was a song that I'd made for my mum, and I'd walk around the house and I'd be like, when I grow up, can I borrow your shoes? And when I grow up, can I wear your dress? And when I grow up, like, can I be just like you? And it actually just like stuck around. It's kind of the one thing that like at home we just always remind ourselves of. It was, yeah.
I love that. That's adorable.
I love that.
How about you, John?
Oh, well, I was doing a lot of music instrumentally for many years. And I started writing lyrics for a Shakespeare play that wanted songs in the play. I was probably about 21, and I started writing it. I was like, man, characters and worlds and the expression of all these interconnected relationships and how I can make all these sounds come together. That was the end of it. I love that stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think that, like, what comes to mind is probably when I was like 8 or something, and it was like, I'm going down, down, down into the black hole, sweeping up your soul. And I was like, today. I was like, it's tight.
Banger.
Were you going through something at the time as an 8-year-old?
Listen, I was writing stories, man. I feel like the first song that I wrote was probably when I was like 11-ish. Or no, now that I think about it, I think I was 6, and it was me and my friend, we were playing the ukulele, and it was a song about ukuleles. I don't know, whatever. You guys have good stories.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't really have a good story. I started writing like when I was 6 as well.
Yeah.
Just
all
bad
the time.
little
Yeah,
songs. Really, really bad.
Me too,
But the first thing I ever like got was this theme song for a Disney Channel show when I was like 17, the show called Austin and Ally. That was, yeah, my first, like, whatever. Anyway.
And the rest was history.
Yeah, Julie,
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to ask too, what's the first album you remember buying or downloading? I think for some of us, for me, it was cassettes and CDs, because I'm older. For some of you, I imagine it's iTunes or Spotify. But do you remember what was that first album that you bought?
Never Say Never, Brandy.
Oof,
I was
classic.
obsessed with it. Obsessed, and I would play it over and over. I remember I wrote her a letter. I was like 12 or something, and I wrote her a letter because I just was obsessed with her voice. I'd never heard anyone like that, and something about the sounds that she was making connected with me really, really deeply, and I think I bought more than one of those.
Wow.
I
Was this
saved
cassette
and
or CD?
The CD.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's crazy now, so many years later, Burner Boys
I
just
know,
samples sitting on top of the world, but
which
full
is
circle.
yeah. Wow. Yeah. Don't think I'm not playing that over and over again. I am. It's like a nice little throwback to something that was a really sweet memory for me. Yeah.
Do you remember what was in the letter?
I think I just wrote that she was my favorite singer, and I think I must have thanked her for writing the album or something. I don't know. I just really connected with it, and something about the way she used harmony in her songs was like new to me. So it felt like, oh, I like that. I like what she's doing with her voice. I want to learn to do that with my voice. So yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yay!